After 7 chaotic seasons of hormones, heartbreak, and a lot of awkward boners, the series finally wraps up with an episode that reminds us just how weird and weirdly touching growing up really is. The finale kicks off with typical big mouth nonsense. Marty dragging Barbara to Costco to celebrate their anniversary because priorities, hot dogs, stop selling at 8 p.m. But underneath the ridiculous setup, there is a thread that runs deep through the whole episode. Change is happening whether anyone likes it or not. Let's start with Andrew. At first, he's hyped to have the house to himself, but then Maury dips out of nowhere, acting distant. That stinks. Maury's been Andrew's hormone monster since day one, and now he's ghosting. Later, Andrew finds out Maury's already moved on to Nick. Total betrayal. That moment when Maury tells Andrew that puberty is over and he's gotta move on, gut punch. Andrew calls him out, saying their bond actually meant something, and honestly it did. These monsters weren't just metaphors. They were legit ride-or-die companions during the grossest, weirdest stages of growing up. Maury pretending it was all just business, that hurt. Meanwhile, Miss is dealing with her own brand of chaos. She's sneaking around with Nate like she's in some teen rom-com, only to get caught. And then her parents do a complete 180. Instead of freaking out, they're actually cool with it, respectful even. And Miss is just standing there like, who are you and what have you done with my parents? That moment really hits, because it's the first time she realizes they're slowly letting go, and she doesn't know how to feel about that. Jessie's going through it too. She's getting hit with pressure from her mom about internships and her future, while she just wants to chill. Things get trippy when she sees the future represented as this huge white void. Depression Kitty shows up and drops a bunch of existential dread on her, like, hey, everything dies and nothing matters. But instead of curling into a ball, Jessie eventually chooses to face it. That's the growth, that's adulthood. And then there is the school demolition plot. Coach Steve's nonsense about a stone meatball actually turns into a full-on middle school goodbye party. Everyone goes back to school and memories come to life. It's a genius way to reflect on how far all these characters have come. Missy talks to her younger self, Matthew and Jay navigate their complicated past, and everyone kinda realizes how awkward and beautiful those early years really were. The big emotional payoff, though, is Andrew and Maury. After the blow-up, Maury sends Andrew a letter telling him to meet at their special spot, the bathroom stall. That's where they finally get real with each other. Maury apologizes, admits that being Andrew's hormone monster was the best gig of his life, and they say goodbye in the most big-mouth way possible, with a hug, some tears, and a tomato. If you know, you know. The ending really locks in when the gang decides to walk into the giant scary void together. It's a leap into the unknown, symbolizing adulthood, the future, and all the terrifying stuff that comes with growing up. And they don't all walk in holding hands or anything cheesy like that. Some go in scared, some go in ready, some go in totally unprepared, but they go. Even Lump, who's freaking out about not having his butt wiped anymore. Lola decides to stay single. Missy embraces her future, Jessie faces her fears, and Matthew steps into who he truly is. Meanwhile, Connie and Maury watch from afar, proud of the hot messes they helped shape. The final moment belongs to Nick and Andrew, and everything. Breakups, makeups, weird fights, and all those puberty-fueled meltdowns. They're still best friends. They promise to always stick together and step into the future side by side. It's sweet, simple, and the perfect note to end on. So what's the point of all this? The finale tells us that growing up is confusing, scary, and full of change. But it's also kind of amazing. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to keep moving forward, even if it's into a giant white void of uncertainty. And that's what Big Mouth did best all along. Made puberty and coming of age feel like the hilarious, awkward, emotional roller coaster it really is.